Good evening and welcome back to MegaFactory Titan, where I think it's time we tore everything down and start it again. I think that's going to make sense. Although I might not tear it down, we might just move it somewhere else. There are some areas that we could possibly buy and look into. These have got big holes in them, so we could fill these up, I suppose. Sandstone there, a bit of lakes. Magletite. Also need to look underground to find out what's underground. I don't see a button that lets me view underground, which is a bit of a shame. I mean, that does kind of let you see it, but you can't match everything. So you kind of got to find your survey scanner. It's down here. Select him, and then you can see underground what's available. Because we need to do a couple of things. We need to redo. I mean, this bus doesn't really work, and I left lots of space in between it because I had ideas of doing like loads of smelters to get, because we're going to have loads of throughput, and that's not really how this works. Probably 2 of each at the most is required. Probably 1 with better storage would make more sense what we're doing compared to what we're doing. So, but yeah, it's I don't even know where the actual survey rover actually is right now. Where is it? It's supposed to be here somewhere. Let's actually click it and find out. It's over here. Is it moving? Is it moving? It is moving. Okay, that's good. Right, so it's doing its thing. Yeah, we kind of want to do something with that and find somewhere we can put stuff in that doesn't. I mean, actually, here is not a bad place. Maybe we'll just tear this down and we'll go with it. But what I need to do is I need to do research. Yay! Because, as I said last episode, we need to be looking at perhaps having these smelters do a single recipe, like we have here. I mean, this one's doing reprocessed slag. This one's doing limestone, so it just gets done, over time. This is doing like 3. It's got 3 different recipes. Doesn't need 3. This one doesn't need all 3. So we can limit what we're using to be more specific on things that we're using. Cool, got another sail coming up there. Which means we use less resources overall. Doesn't mean you need to mine more stuff. You don't have like you don't have all 3 of these going on here. But then we're only really using 1. And if we get the others, they can be used elsewhere. So like I click on this here, and this is used to make iron. So this is only good for iron, so you might as well just use it for iron. This is fine. Pyrite is only good for iron, so we'll make it for iron. Magletite is only used for iron. So those 3 are okay. Let's go into copper. So let's see. So Pyrite is only used for copper. We're attacking somebody. That's only used for copper. Okay, maybe they are only used for copper. So maybe the smelters aren't the best example of this, because it seems like everything is only used for one thing, with the exception of sandstone, for instance, which is used to make 3 different things. So maybe we don't want to make 3 different things. Maybe we want to make just one of them. Quartz is used for natural silica, and reprocessed slag is used for a few different things. Mineral wood probably is best to be made from reprocessed slag, although we have basalt as well. That sort of thing. Where we have a thing that's using multiple, we only want to use one of them. So, like this one, this has got reprocessed slag. I probably want to turn this off so that it doesn't make it anymore, and then we make concrete from it instead. Because concrete is used more than silica right now. And silica is becoming our mineral wood, but also reprocessed slag is becoming mineral wood as well. So, yeah, and silica is going to be used in things later on. So, and it's later on when you get to that sort of process. So if we go down to like the wire can be made from aluminium, copper, or tungsten. So aluminium is also used to make all of this stuff here. So we want to kind of narrow it down and be like, okay, so we're going to say copper is only used to make like wire, for instance, and then thermal couples are made from nickel, for that sort of thing. But it's, I don't know enough about the game to know what these go here. Like building frames. I think building frames we're only making from concrete, aren't we? That's one we already. Yeah, concrete or titanium, which is weird. I don't know why I'm making them from titanium. I should just make them from concrete. This is being made from silica or reprocessed slag. We could just limit that to reprocessed slag, but because silica is used for it, we could also just make it from basalt, and it actually could become a tier 1 production line. So it could be moved to there. This is being made from all these different things here. We do not need to do this. This is kind of, it's not a waste of resources, but it kind of is a waste of resources, because whilst the resources are in here, so like we got 6 copper in here when we could just be using titanium, that 6 copper can't be here helping make wire. And then like so this wants, what we got here, it's got 6 aluminium in it, and our magnets need 6 aluminium and don't have aluminium because it's up here. So that sort of thing, that sort of thing is what I need to do. But I don't know the recipes well enough to figure out what does what exactly when and where. So I suppose what I need to do is just rebuild it from scratch and have a different way of doing things. And I'm thinking we're going to have like one smelter going into a stackable storehouse and just stack some storehouses up high, so they store 80 a go. Although can't we make our warehouses? These are a unique thing for us, I believe, the warehouses. They're bigger, so they don't really fit in line with these. But that's okay. Yes, I think that's okay. You can also put in one of these to have 4 smelters together, so we could be more efficient with these. Yeah, not that they're expensive. I don't use any power or anything, so it's not really needed to go that sort of level of efficiency with it. But you could put them in the center and have 4, and then have lines out the sides, and then. Yeah, and then what we'd have is storages before them as well. Not the warehouses. We'd probably go with the stackable ones. I see the stackable ones are quite nice because they're the same size as most buildings. The storehouses are probably better for having been on the outlines. They store more goods on the outskirts, so they store more goods in there, and then we can just drag in what we want to do. So we'd have a stackable storehouse of whatever. So let's for this one. So we'd have a stackable storehouse which stores limestone. And then another stackable storehouse which stores the concrete, and then the concrete will be used to make building frames, and then another stackable storehouse after that to do building frames, and that will be one chain down to there. Now building frames are used in other things as well, aren't they? Building frames are used to make many different things, so they need to be like on a network that goes to somewhere. Building frames are used to make like everything basically, so we want to make sure we get a nice good stack of those, but they want to come out and go to a connect to a prefabricator, I suppose. Did we make an office park? Did we do this? No. We didn't make an office park. No. So building frames have to come out, and then other things will obviously have to come out. So there will be a place where we're going to have these maglevs just there, you know, just they're all going to go in the same sort of direction with each other, and they're all going to be on the same line, so there will be some bottlenecks somewhere. But right now everything is so convoluted, it's all messed up. So yeah, I don't feel like I need limestone going anywhere else. Limestone is used to make smelters, but then again we don't need it for smelters. It can be made with sulfur building frames or limestone building frames. So that's the better recipe for that. But we're not always going to make smelters with the prefabricator. That's a unique thing to make every now and then. So we do want throughputs to go down to the end, but we don't know. I'm doing it again. I'm doing all the talking and not showing stuff here, but I'm trying to figure out in my head what I want the layout to be. And the problem is that every time I come around in a circle, and this layout is working. This layout is what it is what it is, with the exception of maybe putting storages down here, which stores the different types, and limiting what the recipes do. So it actually kind of shrinking this down a little bit might make sense. I think that's going to be kind of the best way to do it. Is just take it and rebuild it as it is, and shrink it down. So that's a survey river. That's one. What we got underneath here? We got sandstone and uranite, not really stuff we're worried about, because we've got plenty of uranite elsewhere as well, I believe. Maybe not. Bit of uranite up here. Okay. Okay, so do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to, and I don't know whether the game lets you do it. No, it doesn't. Damn it. I'm going to grab all of our vehicles, every last one of our vehicles, and I'm going to say, come, no. I want you to all come here, but they're not going to. They're all going to stay spaced out where they are. Oh, that's not very nice. Oh. They move in, they move in formation, which is not what I want. I want them all to come back to, I mean, that's a dump off, so I don't want to do that. I want them all to, I want every one of my vehicles to just come here. So, yeah, that's awkward. That's awkward. Is there any way to tell them to not move in formation? Is there any way to, no. I mean, alternatively, we could just sell the lot and then re-grab them as we want to. Can we make all these things before I think about doing that? Let's have a look. See here. Transport trucks we can make. Excavators we can make. We can't make the fast vehicles. We can't make those, so I don't want to sell those. Cargo speeder. Do we only have one cargo speeder? We do. That's the one we started with. Okay. You come here. Okay. I kind of don't want to sell them all off now. Kind of don't want to sell them off. Okay, so I'm gonna try and return all the transport trucks. Apparently, are we renting the cargo speeder? Really? Are we? We're renting the cargo speeder. Oh, okay, maybe we could get rid of that as well, save some money on that. Because the speeder's nice, but we don't really need it, to be honest with you. The transport trucks we've got are doing things, they're selling stuff, they're doing bits and pieces, so we're gonna... There was also something in one of the previous comments that I've just remembered. When it comes to selling goods, so like these here, these will buy goods, won't they? Final products, trophies, is what we can buy. Oh no, accepted delivery. So these will buy goods. And what I was doing was I was selling like loads of wire to them. Loads of wire to them. And it was tanking the price. Somebody suggested getting a transport truck, a slow transport truck, and picking like all of this. Like loads of this. Having like 5 or 6 of these all stored in place. So it only picks up, say, like 4 of each item in a transport truck. And then it picks up all the goods, it drives over, it drops them off, which tanks some of the prices. It drives back, it grabs some more, comes back again, and by the time it comes back, the prices are reset. It might do like 2 deliveries a day, which tanks some of the prices, but not many of them, but it only selling 4 at a time. And it's not a great deal, but you can then do the same to these people. You can, well, these are deliveries, so maybe not them. How about Titan first? You don't have a store. Same wing. You don't have a store. The Origin. You don't have a store, but we can take your trash, and we're doing trash stuff. So. Also, we can buy maps that they've explored. I might go around and buy all the maps as well. But okay, so maybe not. Maybe it's just the low orbit emergency gear that we can do it with. But yeah, but you could sell slowly to them, and it gives you a nice little bit of money coming in. Not a great deal, but I think buying the trash is the best thing that we've got at the moment. And I've just completely turned the map around, and I don't know what I'm doing now. Like here, we're buying the trash. Completely turn the map around. Here, we're buying the trash here and doing this, and we're just converting it into compacted trash. We're not doing anything with that compacted trash, so that's a bit of a problem. It's just going to fill up and stop. But we could take that and turn it into power, like all the way down here. essentially we could take compacted trash from anybody and take it somewhere and process it into power and then sell that power back like we're doing here, for instance. So we have options. We have many an option to do many things with power, with selling stuff. So and everyone wants to sell trash, so we could become the trash kings. Yay! Let's put this office park down, shall we? Oof. Don't have an office park. Woot. Oh yeah, samples. Hey, thank you for the office park. Cool, that's right. So yeah, so I think I'm going to tell all of my vehicles to come and centralize here. I'm going to wait for some of this stuff to all get used up because I need to empty. You can move storages with things in, but I want to empty some stuff that's going on. So we'll empty some bits and pieces, and then we will redo some stuff in certain places. So yeah, so like this one, I'm going to just tell this one to stop over here. This one can stop here. The magnetite extractor can just stop here. So they're not all going to come to one place because it makes no sense to get them to all drive down to one place and then come back again. That is a bit bizarre. You can stop here because you're ice. This could really be doing with the other side of the road. You're an in situ mine, so that's fine. You don't need anything there. Yeah, and I'll go around and do that, and we'll get on there, and then we'll start running out of resources and burning up the resources. So, and then we'll look at the big shake-up and see what we can do. It's probably going to be a similar layout to this, just spaced a little bit better, and with storages as buffers at the start as well. So, yeah. Okay, so I haven't actually tore everything down or finished everything yet. I've just been mucking about with some things, testing some stuff out, and discovered some things. Firstly, this requires steel and building frames. Building frames are right here, but it keeps stopping because it's not getting them. And I think I know why. I think it's because the building frames are coming from up here, from where our deconstructor is taking down scrap buildings. And they're coming all the way down the line, all the way along, all the way down here, all the way through here, up to here. So that's something we need to stop. I don't think this network, the external input, needs to be connected to the system here. It should go through warehouses. So instead of having like this line here come straight along and connect, this line should go to a warehouse, and then the warehouse or storehouse or whatever should go on to the next place. That way, anything in here will request up the line. It will come from the storehouse, and the storehouse will request up the line. It will come from there. Buffering is going to speed up production. That'd be quite nice. I'm just building loads of storehouses and bridges, and also I'm up here building an infinite amount of land reclamation so that we can fill up some of these lakes and things. So if we need to. I've also been experimenting here, and this was mentioned episodes and episodes and episodes ago, and I went to try and find the comment and I can't. So I apologise whoever suggested this and suggested. I use right angles, like here. I use right angles for things. So the goods come down, go along, go up here. But what happens is the goods come down, stop, turn, stop, turn, go up. Here, the goods come along and don't stop. They just turn and go straight up. There's no stopping. Like there, see it? Boom, no stopping. Boom. There, see, good stop, stop, stop. Every time they have to turn, they stop. Whereas if they've got to go straight on, if they've got to do this, they go boom and they go up, and that works. So I need to be doing this more. I need to be doing offshoots like this at 45-degree angles because it's faster. Same here. Instead of doing 90 degrees, it needs to be 45 degrees, which is what I've done here. This doesn't work. That's still a 90-degree turn if they've got to turn down again. So what I need to do is, instead of having a 1 gap in between here, I want to have a 3 gap. So we'd essentially have the line be, I think, no, 3. Hold on. So we'd go 3, 3, 3, 3. Going to be a roundabout, basically. Cool. So yeah, something like that. Why did that not connect? Oh, it can't connect to itself. Of course it can't. No, it's not allowed to connect to itself. That's not how they work. And then instead of coming in and connecting to like the centerpiece here, we'd come into here and then do that, and that will connect into the centerpiece there. And then when we come out again, it'll be from here outwards. That should connect to there. That right? That's not right. That's not right. That's not right. Yeah, like that. Although that doesn't like that. So, but yeah, like that. And then when you come in, you connect into the edges. So so the line should come in like that, and then go out like that. There we go. That's better. That's better. That's not happy. No, that's fine. So that, yeah, like that, like that. So the lines come in, and then they have to go out and go around and come back down again. So it will be 3, but then it'd be a bigger circle on the end. We could make it 5, and then just connect into the center of these ones here, so they're not 45 degrees. So if we had like that, that would work better. There we go. And then that's got a 3 gap in between them. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So long as just there's not 90-degree angles. You will get some in places, but we don't want as many as we can. So anyway, 45-degree angles. This is smooth. This is smoothly in, smoothly out. This here is smooth all the way up, and there's no stopping. See, the goods don't stop. They slow down a little bit, but they don't stop for a 90-degree angle. Whereas a 90-degree, they will absolutely stop. So yeah. That's a problem. So what I'm going to do then is I'm actually going to disconnect this here. Poof, like that. Then I'm going to connect you up to there. Okay, that's a 45-degree angle. Whatever, it's fine. And I'm going to unfilter this off so it can store whatever goods. Just everything come down. Come down and store in this. Also, I might make a few more of these supply depots because they're nice. They're 500 storage. Can't make stackable supply depots. I don't even know. Maybe everything's nice. But I might make a few of these. Because we're using up our goods, but we're not using all of them. I might grab the storehouses. I might grab some things that are kind of empty in places. Throw them on the end over here and just plug the line into it and just let the line fill all the storages. Then we can remove all this and rebuild it from scratch, which is what I want to do. It's going to be probably the same sort of layout, but I'm going to leave bigger gaps in between. Maybe not big gaps in between. They can share lines. If we use this 45-degree trick, they're not going to be as slow. So they can share lines, but it's going to be just basically one smelter and then a storage. That's the idea behind it. I might leave gap. I might actually leave a gap for 2 smelters with a storage in between, and then a storage on the end, and then come out the other side and go into it. And then that storage will then come onto the central line to go lost. But the central line here will not connect to this side. That's the idea. So everything goes through buffers. So anything that's in the system has to come down into a storage buffer. The end line might go into the storehouse. So I don't really need to tear this all down. I can just do it as it is in situ here because this is fine. Although we got some stuff here which is multiple. Stuff is broken. Stuff is broken. So I want to tear it down and start again, and then maybe fill in some of these hydrocarbon lakes up here and extend it out a little bit, and even fill in some of these lakes down here because yeah, these are nice, but they only need like this much space. They don't need all this space, so we could get more space down here as well. Some pyrite there we probably want to mine up. So yeah, we can fill it in. I'm just using the big extractors to turn all this limestone into what we need. So I'm actually going to tell the extractor to come down here. They can start taking out the end of this first, hopefully. Then we can, when we fill up, we'll have more space for our array. That's the idea. That's the idea. I should also get this wire request done in time, otherwise we're going to lose the £3,000. Something else I discovered as well, which I knew was there, and I think I used it in like the first or second episode and then forgot about it. The quick locator. You can click this and all your vehicles turn up in here. I say all your vehicles. The gun rover does not, and neither does the survey rovers. So interesting. But I've renamed the trophy transport to underscore so that I can just click it and then just be like, hey, would you go and collect the trophies? Because it doesn't automatically collect them. There's no way to have these trophies set as automatic. Even though if I tell him to do that one, he'll do multiple ones here. So, and he just been keep farming the ones that these keep blowing up. So that's quite cool. Yeah. Oh, and our gun rover is currently stationed right outside this here and is blowing up the things because they travelled all the way up to here to pick up this power connector. Yeah, confused me. So yeah, so now the gun rover's out here just blowing them up, so that's quite cool. Okay, you're our survey rover. Oh yeah, I was trying to get these ruins, but I'm not allowed to, am I? I don't think I'm allowed to. Because they're in somebody else's territory, we're not allowed to get the ruins, I don't think. Are we allowed to? Here we are. Just you won't automatically do it. Okay. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Come over here. Survey over here for a minute. Go on. Don't know where our other rover is. I'm sure I told it to come down here somewhere. Oh, is that a bad guy? Freight airship? I don't have any anti-air. Oh, the gun turrets can shoot it. Okay, that's cool. Okay. That's cool. Right, okay. So, do we have any wire stored? We do. Let us pick up. Can you even get there? Can't reach it. Does not surprise me. Does not surprise me with the way I built this system. Something else I'd like to try and fix if possible. And then we want to take it to here. Drop off. Okay. So that'll do the thing there. I'm doing a little bit of research if I can as well. Borehole drill, although we're not getting anything for that because we need diamonds for it, or we need composites. We don't have composites, and you require composites as well. Although you platinum, we don't have any platinum. Okay. So we have many a thing, but not a lot to do with it because we don't have the resources for it. So yeah, we're gonna redo this here. So it will be done. It will actually be done. This will all run out very, very soon. Hopefully, that's the plan. So we can do things like that. I'm not really sure where you're still getting your resources from. Where are you getting scheelite from to make tungsten? Or are you just full? Are you getting scheelite from anywhere? I don't think you are. I don't think we're running anything anymore. There's still loads of storages with stuff inside, so bit of a pain, but yeah, we'll figure it out. And I'm gonna put loads of storages over here, and might try and get some more supply depots over here. And then just plug the network in and watch it completely cripple itself whilst it just filters everything out. Just dump stuff over here, rebuild this, and then once we rebuild it, we can move the storages back onto the line and have them dump out stuff. And if we build the system correctly, it should work absolutely fine. If we don't, it's gonna all fall apart and be awful, but that's okay. So you're full now, so yeah. Okay. Large sorting house. Would you build me 10 of them? Go. Thank you. So we'll be back next time and we will carry on from there. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this one. Hope to see you again in the next one. Until then, as always, have fun.